Danielle Bobo, Editor-in-Chief and Senior Vice President of Programming here at Ebony, and welcome to A Date with a Dish. Now, A Date with a Dish is a beloved Ebony franchise dating back to 1948 and founded by Frida DeKnight. It was all about food and fellowship and providing great recipes. So we've teamed up with our friends at the Coca-Cola Company to reimagine the franchise in a new and exciting way. I'm here today at Brooklyn Chop House with a small group of creatives, and we're here to talk a little bit about what keeps them inspired while enjoying a great meal and playing a little Black Card Revoked. So first, everyone, I have a question I want to ask. So what keeps you guys inspired?
I would say for me it's my community, Harlem. Always I can find inspiration in just walking down the streets and connecting with the culture and the history. So that continues to inspire me.
Yeah, what keeps me inspired, man, is our ancestors. Like knowing that we're not here by accident. Too many people went through too much for us to be here, so I can never give up. So I gotta stay focused, stay inspired. And we're all here for a reason, right? So.
I think for me, to echo Don, is to inspire others. It always resonates with me when someone tells me that I inspire them, and especially without trying. It's like, just inspiring people to be their best selves, because that's what I try to be.
Michelle, what keeps you inspired?
I think oftentimes we always read stories and hear stories about what's not inspiring, right? And so that is where a lot of our conversations stem from. And so having an opportunity to usher this amazing brand Ebony into the future is really about inspiring people to inspire themselves and do work that inspires themselves, because if we're looking from other people, we're not going to get it, because we know there are just too many hurdles still placed in front of us. We know when we jump over that hurdle, there's another that's higher. So, I just try and wake up every day and just be so thankful that God has blessed me and that He's blessed my family, and I try and inspire myself. And if that inspires others, like you guys said, then it's been a good day.
And how about change? How do you think that we can, inspire change in this next generation?
Lead by example. I think that's one of the most important things, to lead by example and lead by truth. Learned a long time ago that being truthful with yourself, others can see that. Just being truthful and honest with yourself, and it'll come across to the next generation automatically. I
think that's an important point, because sometimes we're so busy just kind of doing the work. We don't take that time necessarily to even reflect, and it is special when we have those moments where people come to us and remind us, sometimes that we really are making such a big difference. Sometimes just by being you and living your life, you don't always realize the impact that you're making on others.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't want to rain on the parade and throw data and insights in the conversation. But it's oftentimes we think, because we've been on a journey, that we know what the next generation wants and needs. And I think it's time, and Brand Ebony's doing that now, to stop and say, what do you need? Next gen, like, where are you? How do you feel? How do you feel about the world today? And I just think it's so important that we stop and gather that data before we feed them something that maybe it's not what they need, but the world has said they do.
When us as a community show examples of us helping and giving back, I think it starts to resonate with, the younger generation, that, it's more about community than it is, about just being, trying to be number one, or trying to, just be all about yourself. It's just about community and helping others, and that next generation needs to know that.
And I think technology has really helped to bridge that gap, because it is something that we didn't always have prior, and now we really can connect with the kids in a different way and see what they're into, and so it does. I think it has helped to kind of bridge the gap between the generations a lot more. I can say even with myself and my parents, but then I have my niece and nephew, and I feel, I'm still a lot older than them, but still I feel like I'm definitely a lot more connected to the things that they respond to. Because of technology.
Yeah. I would echo what Michelle said, though. For me, it's fundamental. I think we need to listen more. Not only to them, but listen to the voice inside you. I think what's going on with the world in general, it's like we have, as human beings, we have this identity crisis. We've forgotten who we are at our core. And when you don't know who you are, when you don't lean into your authentic self, there's this void, right? And you try to fill that void with material things, with likes, follows, fans, or to make yourself feel better by diminishing other people. But when you listen to that voice and you understand who you are as a creation of God and that you have gifts, and those gifts are meant to serve other people, then you can move through the world joyously, number one. And number two, you can look at somebody else's eyes, right? And you can see their humanity staring back at you. I think human beings, I don't think we have the capacity to harm another human being, which is why dehumanizing speech is the first thing that we do in order to create violence. Just listen to that voice inside you that tells you who you are. And when you start to live that way and reflect that to other people, they start to, hey, why are you always joyful? What's going on? And you share it and you listen to them and you understand, they start to understand and hear that voice for themselves, and it just transforms everything.
So your class is every Monday at 7 p.m.?
I know, right?
Yeah, but I think the conversations and the intergenerational exchange is just really important because, when we were young, right, we were pushing back against structures and systems. And so kids are doing that to us now, and we have to listen. And I think the world is so different, and they have so much access, to your point, to technology and to history. But are we all listening and communicating in a way to make this world a better place and being open to new and fresh ideas? Even if you think about what's going on right now with identities and how people are identifying and pronouns and all this thing. And it's very important for us. It's uncomfortable and it takes a little work, right, to reprogram. But we have to listen to that, and we have to listen to what they're saying about the environment, right? What they're saying about being bullied, what they're saying about, how they want to be treated and respected and seen. It's really important.
So I have another question for everyone. Let's talk a little bit about the importance of supporting Black businesses.
I'll start. We talk about wanting freedom. There is no freedom without economic freedom. If we don't support Black businesses, end of the conversation right there. It's critical for those reasons. And it's also in our DNA. When you think about, again, what our ancestors have done and how much has been destroyed, we've got to continue to renew and build and support each other. And building community is about supporting each other in many ways, mentally, physically, economically, and supporting Black businesses is liberation.
I love what you're saying about it always being in our DNA. We've always had to make a way, right? Just because, so it is such a crucial part of us.
And I think about supporting people's dreams, right? Their ambitions, their businesses, and their growth, and how that again goes back to community and supporting each other. And it just feels good to be in your restaurant eating this food that it was your vision, right? That you are bringing Black folks together in this way. And I think that's important when we think about Black businesses and we think about the products that are made and we think about the millionaires, right, who created businesses. We think about Ebony. That was, John Johnson's idea to show us in a different light. And we reap so many of the benefits of his dream and his vision. So we have to support each other.
Definitely. I make a conscious effort to give back and to support other businesses because of the support that I get. So that's very important because, again, it goes back to community and it goes back to creating job creation, right? So, I have a few other restaurants as well in Brooklyn. And I'm able to employ at least 250 people. So that's 250 families. But in order to support them, I'm getting support from the community and people supporting me in order to support them. So it just goes full circle. And a lot of other cultures have, traditionally been doing that. So I want us as a community to try to do it even more, right? I would like to see more of it.
Agreed. And what I noticed during this time was just asking the question to businesses, how can you help? And certain businesses didn't always just need money. They needed other skill sets. Some needed accounting, some needed, other things for their website development, how to sort of continue their businesses when people couldn't walk into their brick and mortars, but actually developing their website so they can actually do things online. So, just ask and say, hey, can I help you in that way, was a way to be a part of the community and just really stay connected.
you know.
But I think that is so important about how are we teaching our community about business, right? Because we have so many creators and creatives, and a lot of them don't have business savvy, right? And so how do we help them with accounting, with finance, with how to invest, how to support other Black businesses, how to barter with other services within the Black community so we can grow each other. And I think that is super important. So that's, I love that you went, placed community to community, and asked people what they need.
So, okay, we're gonna have a little fun now. Is everyone enjoying their meals?
Yeah.
It's looking like Thanksgiving over here, right? Everything's
Excellent.
so good. Thank you so much. So I don't know how familiar everyone is with the game Black Card Revoked. Has anyone ever played it?
I have.
You have? You're the only
You
one.
can't work at BET and not play Black Card.
I haven't played it. Okay, so you have a heads up on
You got a head
everyone.
start.
Yeah. Which food do you ask a certain family member to make? Because nobody else can get it right.
Potato salad.
No, but she has to read
Okay.
I think I got this.
it.
Okay, so we have
Mac and
four
cheese.
choices.
What choices? Okay.
So
Kool-Aid better not be on there.
mac and cheese,
Okay.
Okay.
potato salad,
Potato salad, bro.
deviled eggs,
Nah, we
Nah,
can
we
do that
don't care
now.
about that.
and cornbread.
No, it gotta be potato
No, it's
salad.
potato salad. It's potato salad.
It's the
all the above.
Mac and
You
cheese.
said mac and cheese.
Mac and
It could be
cheese.
mac and cheese.
Mac and
It could be
cheese.
mac and
It could be
cheese.
I don't eat everybody's mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Because more
Right.
people
And
eat
how many-
mac and cheese than potato salad.
This is true. And it depends how many cheeses you put in.
I need a moist,
Mac and
nice
cheese. I
moist
changed my mac and cheese.
How many
Can't be
cheeses do you
dry.
put in your mac and cheese?
How many cheeses?
I think 3
You
cheese.
do 3 cheeses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put other stuff in
Yeah,
it.
some people put
people-
onions.
No.
Nothing crunchy.
Okay, so what's the answer?
See, now everybody has breadcrumbs on their mac and cheese.
Okay, so what's the consensus?
I just-
It sounds like
I said mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
It sounds like mac and cheese.
Unanimous.
Mac-
So we all won.
Okay.
We all won.
Okay.
Okay. What's the one thing that your grandma always got in her purse?
Oh, man.
What does Nana always have in the bag?
She got a
Wait, I didn't go through.
Peppermint.
We got gum,
The
tissue,
tissue.
mints or candy,
mint.
and a pistol.
Oh, my dear.
Depends on the grandma.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the grandma.
I don't know about that.
Bible, but
And a Ziploc bag.
Mine always has mint because her
what we need
pressure,
right
her sugar,
Honey.
she need a little.
Yeah,
Mint.
I was on mint.
Unanimous.
I go with mint.
Mint.
My grandma had them purple candy mints.
Oh, the violet.
Violet.
Yeah, I couldn't stand them.
So who is the best female soul singer? Ever. Ever. All right. You gotta listen to these choices.
Set up.
Yeah,
Chosen good options.
yeah, let's hear these options.
Okay, let's go.
A little questionable.
Uh-oh.
We have Patti LaBelle.
Okay.
We have Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
All right, you went.
Okay.
We got Etta James.
Although
Yeah.
we love her.
But all time?
This is of all
That's
time.
questionable.
time.
That's questionable.
And then the last is
Is-
Anita Baker.
Okay, we got it.
What happened
So
to
what
Whitney
we got?
Houston?
That's
I gotta say Aretha.
this.
you-
Yeah,
say
it's
Aretha.
This
questionable.
group,
So
it's
just-
Aretha.
It's questionable.
Why don't we go the other way?
So we got.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Patti
And-
LaBelle, right?
Oh, here we
Going
go.
out of
Here we go.
order.
You gotta plug this
We're
one.
going here. One at a
That's my
time.
That's my partner. So
You be in trouble if you say something else.
Patty's amazing.
We got a
I just want to.
disclaimer.
Cut that earlier part out.
Do you want to go down?
Does that mean we're switching to
Does that mean we
another
pick another
That was so
question?
easy. We can get another question.
We're gonna do another question.
Another
Okay.
question.
So the best female R&B group of the 90s.
Of the 90s.
90s.
Okay.
Okay.
We got SWV.
Okay.
We got Escape.
Okay.
We got En Vogue
They from
and TLC.
Done.
Gotta say.
Done.
Yeah.
All right, that's just a quick one. Go ahead.
No scrubs.
TLC all day.
No scrubs.
TLC.
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 Waterfalls.
It's not
TLC.
It's done.
Waterfalls.
Yeah, TLC.
Okay.
thank you for joining us at Date with a Dish. We had such a great time here at Brooklyn Chop House, playing Black Card Revoked, enjoying some great meals, and see you next time.